Alexa, what's the temperature in here?
The studio temperature is 110.3 degrees.
That can't be right. Okay then, so it is crazy hot in here, so I just want to get this intro done nice and quick. Things to cover. I've shaved my hair off. I've grown my mustache out again. I used to do this a while ago, before COVID and before masks, and it's back again. What else has changed? I've not been here for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. Not done a video in a while. Loads of stuff has been going on, and I just haven't really got round to it. Although on Instagram, I'm this close to hitting 10k followers, so that's pretty amazing. On that note, I'm about to do a 10k prize, 10k followers giveaway. I'm doing a giveaway on my Instagram, so if you don't follow me, it's this one here. Follow it. You could win something really, really cool. So today is the build video for my, I don't have a name for it. If I remember rightly, it's a Falcon. It's a road bike. Essentially, it's my pub bike. It's one that hopefully isn't that attractive for stealing, but for you and me, it looks pretty sick. But it's a bike a friend of mine gave to me. He's just moved to Japan, and he needed to give it someone to own it. God, I've not done this in a while. My sentences are, well, they're not sentences. They're just mumbling words of a crazy guy. Well, anyway, like I said, it's crazy hot. So let's just let's move on. Let's build a new bike. So this is my friend's Falcon something. I'm not sure what it was called. Normally I do a lot more research into my bikes, but I just didn't get around to it in this one. It was super cool. It was his steed. He always called it his steed. It's his commuter. It's pretty battered, but in like the kind of cool patina way that I kind of like. The parts are pretty simple. It's currently already been like kind of like modified at some point because it's set up as a single speed. The brakes are two different kinds of brakes. It's got like this cool cantilever one, and it had a cushy seat. The teardown didn't take too long. Most of the bits were pretty greasy, so it all kind of came out as expected. One thing he did fail to mention was the fact that it had these safety kind of skewers, what sort of ones you need a key. Luckily, if you just buy another set of them, you get the key. So that's what I did. So not that secure then, really, is it? I mean, a professional bike thief would probably just carry one of those around with them as well, wouldn't he? Oh, also, the wheel was like really like jammed on. It took me a while to kind of get it off, so I just used my belly. Worked a treat. It was quite hot the day I recorded this, so much so that my camera just kept like breaking down essentially. Kept overheating, so it's going to get a little bit, you're going to miss bits. So essentially I pulled the cranks off. They came off really, really easily. One thing I did notice once I got them off, that one side was this Silstar one, which I quite like the look of these ones, but the non-drive side was this crusty thing, so that's weird. The stem was easy to get out, literally just undid it and then pop, and off it came. I did, however, notice that the grease was copper colour, almost like Muc-Off's copper compound that I put on all my bikes. There's even an affiliated link down below, so you can buy your own copper compound and make your bikes coppery and compoundy. Oh yeah, as you can tell from my face, I was pretty surprised when the headset cups both came out by hand. There was no spiders inside. I think it's probably quite safe to say this bike never really got cleaned. It had a lot of London all over it, but I used Muc-Off drivetrain cleaner, it kind of cuts through stuff way better than the pink stuff. I only really use it when it's like proper bad, just, you know, because it's quite expensive stuff, but it definitely saves some effort. The rear brake was actually quite seized on. I spent quite a long time trying to pull it off, but like there was a couple of times I felt like it was bending the frame, so I just left it there. So at this point my camera died again, and I just kept building without it, so sorry about that. But yeah, essentially I went for these big wide, well reasonably wide handlebars and an MTB stem with like a quill adapter, which works really well. It fits nice. I think it looks pretty good. It was one of the, my mate Sean has been talking about wide handlebars on like kind of single speeds for ages, so I had to do it. I used some penetrating oil on the brakes, so they're nice and, well, they move now nicely, so that's good. I don't know if you can see it, but that's a camouflage seat. It's probably invisible. Oh, that seat post as well is a seat post. Oh, the bottom bracket, I left it in there. It kind of, it's alright. I'm pretty sure it was on Gary's project's story the other day, about putting grease on the spindles and about the fact that it makes the crank slide on more than it should. If you follow him, you know that he's posts about grease or not grease on the spindles all the time, but since I've seen that story, I have now stopped doing it. So this was the last bike that I've put grease on there, because I think that makes sense, especially when you tighten that bolt. The grease is going to make the spindle, the crank go on just that little bit extra more, really, isn't it? So yeah, nice tip, Gary. Yeah, I think I'll get another BB. These DMR pedals I've had for ages. They were bought new by me, and then they got left on a bike outside for a very long time, so they need restoring. They still work really, really well, because DMR pedals, especially these ones, I think they're the V8s, the metal ones. They're built like bloody rocks. That's a bad example, but anyway, I thought they kind of looked a little bit ratty, kind of went with the look on the bike, so they went on here anyway. But they do need restoring eventually. Camera overheated again about now, so we missed a bit, but I added a black chain, so you didn't miss lots. I've had this black chain sitting around for ages. It's a KMC chain, and it was £3. That's the only reason I bought it, but I think it looks brilliant on here. But yeah, do you see what I mean? The V8 pedals, they look a little bit ratty, but they spin perfectly, so the last thing I did was this neon kind of brake hose. I thought it looked quite cool, kind of broke up the colour a little bit, and obviously some very good stickers. This one from Rook, there's a couple of mine on there, Save All Bikes, Chrome, and then a Mashup Cycles. If you don't follow Mashup Cycles, you're missing out. Follow Mashup Cycles and Studio Rook as well. And that's it. That's my new kind of pub bike. And I think it's bloody awesome. I always get complaints that I don't do enough ride footage, so here's some ride footage. And that's my new pub bike build. I'm stoked on this one. I really like the way it rides. It's not super fast, and I don't think I could do like crazy distance on it, but for like just doing around the city. But yeah, that's it. And that's that. That's the end of another video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. I am back, so don't forget to follow me on Instagram, subscribe, comment below, tell me what you liked, tell me what you hated about this bike, tell me what you would have done. But like I said, I am back. There is another video coming next week. And if you don't want to wait that long and you're new to this place, then look, this one's brilliant. You'll love it. Like, seriously.